I got a secret. You know it's true what they say about bullies, right? Punch them in the nose one good time. Man, look. This is the Uppercase J, aka Benedict Jackson, aka Nobody Important, coming to you with episode number 1 of All Caps. All Caps is gonna be a response or rant to things that I see, read, or hear on the internet pertaining to gaming, whether it be the gaming industry, gaming news, the gaming community, games themselves, whatever the case may be. Instead of leaving a comment, I'm gonna just go ahead and make a video. And the videos are gonna be in the same spirit or essence as comments that I would usually leave. I typically type as fast as I think, so whatever I'm reading or seeing or hearing on the internet or whatever the case is, when I respond, I'm typing as fast as I think and I just hit send. And I leave it at that. I don't put a lot of thought behind it, strategizing and plotting and, really trying to figure out what it is that I want to say. Whereas when it comes to these YouTube videos, I'm fairly new at it. I understand a lot of people have a lot of structure in their videos. They script them. They do things, to kind of keep a format. And I don't operate well under those circumstances, which is why I don't have a lot of content on my channel, people. But I figured with a series of videos like this, at least I can get regular content coming out, because I'm always online, reading or watching or listening, and there's things that come up and I usually have an opinion. So it'll be easier for me to do it this way. And I'm not going to respond directly to like news articles and say, oh yeah, such and such is coming out with a new game today. I think the game is great, blah, 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 blah. Rarely would I do something like that. This is more social commentary. So I'll find the human element, something that applies, and I'll speak more on that than the actual news. Because, who am I? I'm just some guy that you may or may not know. You can go to IGN for all of that. You can go to GameSpot, game trailers, whatever. You don't need me to get your gaming news. So I'm going to speak on the human element of a lot of things. Some of it's going to sound a lot, real silly and just like a lot of nonsense. And some of it, you may get some knowledge out of it, some jewels that you could take with you in life. Not even just gaming, but in life. I have life advice via gaming. And we'll get to some of that stuff later. But I want to talk about something I alluded to earlier. I was talking about bullies. Usually bullies run a schoolyard, and you punch them in the nose one good time, they leave you alone, or they avoid you. Get scared of you, they switch the stripes. It's funny, with the moral of the story being that if you can't take it, don't dish it. Bullies usually, you can spot them because they're the ones that's just out there doing the most all the time. Whether it be physical or mental or whatever the case is. Emotional bullies are out there too. They're constantly poking, prodding, picking, trolling, provoking, whatever the case is. They're doing it. It's because you have to stay on the constant aggressive. Because the moment you're on the defensive, you're exposed. And see, I'm saying all of this because, what I'm noticing on these internet gaming streets is that a lot of people like to troll. They like to, make people react to a lot of different things. That's just par for the course on the internet. Everybody does it. What I'm noticing is that it's easy to expose them. It's easy to tell who's who when you throw stuff back at them that they like to throw at you, or that they like to just, give them the same tactics. Now, I just recently, today actually, which is why I'm making this video. Today I had personal shots thrown at me, and it just got me thinking about the subject as a whole. Because I don't even want to address the specific person and the specifics of the situation, because I like to be direct and talk directly to people instead of being indirect and throwing little pot shots like some people like to do. That's not my game. I like to have man conversations. But anyway, I know somebody will say that's a shot, but it's not a shot. It's the truth. So my thing is if, and it's good. Let me give a disclaimer right now, because the shoe's gonna fit people. I'm sorry. It's just what it is. The shoe is gonna fit people. But I'm speaking in general because this is prevalent in the gaming community, and so I'm just speaking on it. People like to have a gang mentality, get a group of like-minded individuals, and just bombard individuals with their rhetoric, whether it be true or not true, whether they have points or don't have points, whether they're reasonable or unreasonable. You know, it's hard to get a one-on-one conversation or debate with certain types of people in the internet gaming community. It's hard. You know, people usually have their, you know, now there's, don't get me wrong, there's individual trolls out there, but these are the people that, you know, they really try to be anonymous. They don't put their names to the faces to the names, so they're held accountable for the types of stuff that they like to say and do. They typically have some weird names and anime pictures and all that stuff. I'm not talking about those kind of trolls. I'm talking about the ones that portray themselves to be regular gamers, the ones unbiased, reasonable, intellectual, intelligent. You know, they want to pass themselves off as real people. And then, you know, they have the real names, real faces, you know, or something close to their real name. And, you know, because they want to take credit for what they say. You know, they want you to look at them as a certain type of person. But they gang up and then they beat on the people. It's like they pick on people that they bring knives to intellectual gunfights. That's like the best way I could put it. They bring knives to intellectual gunfights. These are the people they like to single out. You know, like bullies in the schoolyard. You know, it's usually a big ass 4th grader picking on a 1st grader or something like that. You know, one of the big fat kids or something. You know, sit on them and, you know, lean on them a little bit, make them give up lunch money. You know, you usually have a couple of friends with them. Yeah, get them. Yeah, and all that stuff. You know, and they lean on them. Then they find one kid, they try to lean on him. The kid punch him in the nose, give him a taste of his own medicine, and he don't know how to handle it. You know, running to the principal, teacher, he hit me. Like, that's how I equate some of these people to some of these gaming groups or in the YouTube streets out here with these YouTube channels and, you know, forums, gaming forums, and, you know, in these journalists' websites, the comment section. That's what you see a lot of, man. It's like they single out people that seem like they might have slight mental retardation to them, and they try to hold these intellectual conversations. I call them sparring sessions. That's what I started calling them. I'm seeing it all over the place. I call them sparring sessions, you know, because they can't come with some of the stuff they come with to people like me. Which is why I tend to get a lot of personal shots thrown at me. And I don't throw a lot of personal shots. I crack jokes on people. I like to talk my shit. It's fun. Because if you like to talk your shit, I'm going to talk my shit back. Thing is that when I do it back, it turns into a whole nother thing. It escalates for some reason. I guess because people can't handle somebody that's on a level playing field with them. So it turns into personal pot shots, you know, and it turns into, you know, whatever it is, you know, creating a narrative of, oh, you know, I'm so important to where this person wants to pay me all this attention. Well, we're going to twist the narrative and ignore the fact that the same person has been for the past, you know, or people for the past however long, you know, whether it be weeks, months, or years, you know, constantly doing things to provoke people and get their attention. And then as soon as they get somebody's attention and it's more than they bargained for, then it's like, oh, they want to pay me so much attention. I got a life. I got things to do. You know, I got kids. I got women. I got jobs. I got stuff to do. I got money. Like, get out of here. Like, that's corny. If you can't take it, don't dish it. Because there's people like me out here that's actually knowing what I'm talking about when it comes to gaming. I actually can back it up. I play my games. You know, I talk my shit. I have fun. You know, it's nothing personal for me. I game with the same people I fuck with. Because I don't care. Because it's not personal to me. And I don't feel offended if somebody's as intelligent or more intelligent than me. If you're more intelligent than me, I want to build with you. I want to sit down with you and school me. Teach me some things. You know, I'm not afraid of some knowledge. I'm not going to run from it and then, you know, shame you because you can form a valid opinion. You can form some complete sentences, you can spell correctly. You know, you get mad at me and then you go back and pick on people that can't even spell right, you know, and go have big intellectual gaming discussions with them. It's weird. I don't understand it. I don't think I ever will understand it. If the shoe fits, tough titty, I don't care, because I'm speaking in general, because this happens everywhere. You know it happens everywhere. With that being said, you know, this being my first video, you know, typically I want to say that everything's not going to have a negative tone. This isn't even a negative tone for me. I just don't understand it. I don't understand why people do what they do on the internet if they can't handle it and they want to take it to certain extremes. Especially when it's misguided too, because like I said, I don't throw personal shots. I haven't said or done anything personal to people that have done it to me. I'll respond as such. I'll respond with it, but I'm never going to initiate any kind of, you know, personal negative type stuff, you know, coming at you, crossing lines, you know, talking about family or kids or what you do with your personal life and all that other stuff. I don't care about none of that. You know, you a dude, you a gamer to me. You a gamer tag. For all I know. I don't know nothing beyond that. But, yeah, so everything's not going to have a negative tone like that. You know, there's a lot of things that I have in mind that I've seen, read, or heard recently, you know, that I want to kind of respond to. So that's what these videos are going to be for. But I had to do this one today because this just happened today to me personally. And it made me just want to think about the grand scheme of things, because it happens a lot. It's happened to me before in a lot of these gaming groups. People just don't know how to respond to somebody like me. I noticed it. You know, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's something about me. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. Maybe you know what you can do? That's the part. That's the beauty of all of this. That's why I like YouTube. You can leave a comment. Let me know what it is I'm doing wrong. If you think you're picking up on it already just off of one video, you know, listening to me, maybe you figured out what it is about my personality that rubs people the wrong way. Or maybe you know me and you can just tell me anyway. I don't know. But leave comments, or maybe you agree with me, or maybe you have your own personal experiences you want to share. Leave a comment below. You can hit me up on Xbox Live, the Uppercase J. You'll see my gamer tag pop up, I think. I don't know if it's in this video or not. The space Uppercase space J, the letter J. Or you can hit me up on PSN, Benedict_Jackson. Benedict_Jackson, like Benedict Arnold. You know, you can add me on there, or you can send me messages on there. You know, maybe you can send me messages on things you might want me to talk about in the future. Maybe I'll make a video based on a comment that you leave. Maybe I'll react to it, and instead of leaving a comment, I'll make a video. Inception. I don't know. I'm new to all of this, so hey, if you got some advice for me, you want to help me out some kind of way, feel free to do so too. I'm open to criticism. But I'm out of here. Hope you enjoyed. Keep it gaming.